Agent, could you wait a moment, please? I want to write a reply.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Zach, I hope Nick will feel better by this.
Huh?
It's a letter from Olivia.
From Olivia? What the? I wrote so much. More than I'd ever actually say. A lot more than this. And she writes me only 3 lines back.
Not enough for you?
Oh, no, it's more than enough.
She wrote as much as she could. That's the best she could do right now.
Yeah. 3 powerful lines. I believe in you. I'll wait for you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the last one, though. I'm the one who has to apologize.
Do you feel a little better now, then? Just wait until the case is finished. I promise this will all come to an end.
Yeah. I know, I believe you. She's believing in me, too. And waiting for me.
Well, I have to be going.
Hold on a minute.
What's this?
The key to the back door of the diner. There's a big bag in the kitchen. I don't know if you could use it, but consider it yours. You'll have to help yourself to it, of course. I can't exactly go with you.
Okay. I'll take this and I'll go check it out. Looks like a return to better things for those two, eh, Zach? Nick was like, if you could use it. But, Zach, this is great. We'll be able to carry more items now, Zach. Zach, we've ended up with a 3rd victim. That dive I made at the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach. Dive. When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I like punk rock, but we like different types of punk. You liked hard and heavy punk, like Crash and Sham 69. I like the more twisted ones, like The Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for hours about the bands we really liked, but for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. I wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now. Hey, Sigourney.
I'm glad you're here. My pot. It's getting cold. Please, let's get going.
Here we go again. But it's okay. I need to get to know more about the pot, after all.
Very well, then. Hurry up. Look, my pot is getting cold.
Zach, has she been roaming farther and farther away from her home? Is she testing us, perhaps?
Now, get the car going. My house is over by the lake. 3, 2, 1, go! Why aren't we there yet? Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold. Oh, thanks to you, my pot is still warm.
We somehow made it in time. But Sigourney, I just have to ask. If you don't want the pot to get cold, why don't you just stay at home?
Shh! Quiet! Don't say things like that out loud. You don't want people to hear you like that, do you?
Sorry, I was just wondering.
I want the pot to get a breath of fresh outside air.
Fresh air.
I had a very wild student once. I was forced to lock him in the punishment room many times, but he didn't improve at all. In fact, he just got worse. We all hate being locked up in a stuffy room, don't we? The same goes for the pot. I'd feel bad for leaving the pot locked up in the house all day. It's the same for your job, too, isn't it? The more you chase, the more the criminals run. You hear? The best stew is one that isn't overboiled. Oh my pot is getting cold again! Did you have to talk so long? Oh!
Yo, dude.
Hey man, this map shows a station along the abandoned extended lines track. Now that was a busy place back when the lumber trade was big. No one goes near it now, you know. It's like a train graveyard. On top of that, some folks say they've even seen ghosts there. I don't mean one or two ghosts, man. I mean like hundreds. Every now and then, a golden opportunity comes along. Like a chance to leave home for a while and earn a lot of money. There were plenty of them at the end of the 80s. The lumber mill was severely short-handed, so they called in a lot of outside workers. But the place was failing, and indeed it died before most of the poor guys got there. So there was like a load of labor workers that had nowhere to go. No place to work, no way to get back to where they came from. A fair amount of them decided to live on the train they had rode in on. I guess that must have been hard living on a train car that ain't moving.
What kept them in town?
Ah, now, the head of the lumber mill had been lying to them. Wait just a little longer, we'll have work for you soon, you know, that kind of thing. He was just a lying scumbag. No way to rock, man. But lies, they only last so long. With each day that passed, those unemployed guys got more angry. But then, something happened. And the timing for it was incredible. The rail car they were spending the night in just happened to catch fire, with all them inside it.
Incredible timing indeed.
Oh yeah, but the police couldn't find any evidence to pin it on anyone. They didn't have all those gadgets and stuff you guys got now. And the police were annoyed the unemployed guys were causing trouble. Nothing happened to the head of the lumber mill. It made the news as an accident. But the rumor says that a large number of those boys are still living in that train car, unaware that they're dead. You better be careful, Mr. FBI, if you go down there by yourself.
You know what? There was one band that we both liked. We went all the way to New York to see them play, right, Zach? It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside. And inside, we were shocked. Right, Zach?
I'll never forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg pop. The Ramones. That song still makes me feel good. That's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days. Rock and roll high school and Chinese rock. Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing bird. And I was so depressed when I heard the news of the deaths. Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they are. Yeah.